All right, what's going on, guys? Justin from 79 Productions, and today I'm gonna bring you a video. A lot of you guys been asking questions about this, so I just figure I'd shed some light on it. And what I'm gonna be doing today is talking to you about how much money I got into the $300 Civic Project. And so many people have asked, and I just figured, you know what, let me make a video. Let me explain to you everything that I got into it, and price wise, budget wise, so you guys know what's going on. So here's where we are. We're gonna start out with the car. The car I picked up for $300. Now this is a 1997 Honda Civic EX model. For all of the guys who are gonna ask, it's an EX model. It's a 97 Civic. So yeah, that I picked up for $300. If you haven't seen the video on that yet, go ahead and check it out. I have all the videos on everything that I put up on this car so far. So $300 for the car. Now the engine, if you don't remember, the engine had a knock in it. The guy told me it was coming from the head, but I wasn't sure if it was the head, so I just changed the entire engine. And the engine, I picked up the engine from JDM Engine Inc. for $400, and it is a B20B. It's a Japanese engine it's an engine from Japan, B20B. $400 for that. Now, to get the engine, the timing belt and water pump on it was already in decent shape, but I decided to change that anyways, and I picked up the timing belt and water pump. Now, you guys don't get on me for this, but I picked it up from eBay for 30 bucks, and you know, I put some miles on the car, and it hasn't failed me yet. So 30 bucks for the timing belt and water pump kit. That came with the timing belt tensioner, the timing belt, the water pump, and the seals. So far everything is holding up. Now the gaskets and seals, I spent an additional $30 on this, which was the rear main seal and the intake manifold gasket. It might have been $20 or $30. I'm not really sure, but it was 20 or 30 bucks. It was cheap. I picked that stuff up on eBay as well. So let's move on. The engine paint, if you guys can't see the engine, I painted it with VHT engine paint. Well, it's made by duplicate. No, I'm sorry. I painted the valve cover with VHT wrinkle red paint. Now the engine paint was duplicolor, and everything for the engine paint, the header paint, and the valve cover paint with the clear coat and the primer for the engine was $35 at Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the paint. And guys, I love this paint. I just, every day I look at it, I mean, I'm super happy about the paint job. It looks great. Let me get it in the sun, because the sun, the blue, it just really shows you what color the blue really is, and it pops in the sun, and I love it. So for the paint, I picked up this paint from Summit Racing, and I use their brand, Summit Racing paint. Now it is a single stage with the option to put a clear coat on top of it. So for the primer, the single stage paint, and the clear coat, it was about 300 bucks. So the primer was 70 plus the reducer and everything. That came up to about 100. The paint was another 100. Now the paint color is Pacific Blue. It's the single stage Pacific Blue. And then that came in a kit with the activator, the hardener, and everything. That was $100 as well. And then the clear coat was like $60 or $60 or $70. And then I got activator and reducer for that as well. So in total, the paint and body work, the paint system alone was $300. So the paint, to paint the car was $300. And then the body filler, and the sandpaper, the body filler was about another $20 for the gallon, and then I used about $15 in sandpaper. You can get sandpaper very cheap from your local paint and body distributor. It's probably over here, I think it was like $40, sorry, not $40, but 40 cents a sheet, and it came out pretty cheap. You know, it was maybe, so in total for the paint and body work, with everything that I bought, I spent $335 on that. Now, so, you know, I also, before I painted the car, I picked up some bumpers and a fender. Now, I didn't need the front bumper, but it came in a kit, the rear and front bumper, brand new for $100. And the rear bumper alone was $80 on eBay. And rather than just buying the rear bumper alone for $80, I bought the front and rear bumper for $100. I didn't have to do that, but since it came with both of them, I figured I might as well spend the extra $20 and get a front bumper. Now, the fender ended up being $40 or $45. It was one of them, but the fender was really cheap. I didn't get the passenger fender because it was in decent shape, but the driver fender was trashed. Now, the grill ended up being $12. So for all of that, the bumpers, I ordered it at one time. I just checked out the receipt. For the front and rear bumper, the fender, and the grill came up to $157. So yeah, $157 off of that for that, and I ordered all of that stuff on eBay. So yeah, I don't know, you guys haven't seen the front grill on the car before. I need to clean it up a little bit, but there it goes. So now on to the next, the headlights. I just put a video up of this. The headlights were $52 for the headlights, and you know guys, I think they make the car look, you know, it looks good. It just ties in. The black really ties in with the car, the blue, the black, you know, it just ties in well together. So yeah, I picked those headlights up for $52. I got those off of eBay. Now, also Plasta Dip. You guys seen me Plasta Dip the hood and Plasta Dip the wheels. I used 4 cans of Plasta Dip, and those were $5 a can at Walmart. And it's just black Plasta Dip. I think they look great. The wheels, there was no bends or anything like that, but the paint looked terrible, and I was trying to hurry up and get the car to Import Alliance, if you guys watched that video. So I just I Plasta dipped them so that the car could just look a little bit better. And to be honest with you, I love the look of that flat black, and I think it looks great. So that's why I haven't changed it yet. And the white tiring letter just sets it off even more. And the white tiring letter was $5, but yeah, the Plasta Dip was 20 bucks in Walmart. And that tiring letter, the white paint for the tiring letters, I picked up that at, I believe it was O'Reilly's. That was $5, so that was pretty cheap as well. Now, the carbon fiber wrap. The carbon fiber wrap I picked up on eBay, and you can get that. Let me show you guys this. It looks great. Let me get in the sunlight, but it looks good. I did the moldings and the side skirts in carbon fiber. So the moldings, between the moldings and side skirts, I only used about $10 of wrap. You can get it in a 5 feet by 10 foot section off of eBay for $10. So it's pretty cheap. It's a 5D carbon wrap, and it's got some gloss to it. So I like that. Okay, now let's see what else I got. Okay, back to the engine. When I first got it, I did the oil and spark plugs. I didn't change the wires. The wires looked like they were in good shape, but the oil and spark plugs was an extra $40. And yeah, so picked that up in AutoZone. And onto the front lip. This is a eBay front lip. It's a Mugen rep lip, and I picked that up. Now You guys seen me put the other lip on that was on the Prelude. I haven't put a video up on this lip yet, but this lip was $30. I just put this on the other day. Yeah, I picked it up on eBay, and it's a Mugen replica lip. So, you know, I'm not gonna spend a couple of $100 on a real one, but yeah. But that's it, guys. That's mostly everything that, well, it's not mostly, but it's it's a hot one out here. But that's gonna be pretty much everything that I have into the car. And you know, I might be missing some small stuff like brake fluid and maybe radiator coolant, but I'm not missing anything else. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for what I have into the car. And the total ends up being $1,439. So guys, $1,439. Now there's guys out there, they go buy these things for $1,500, $2,000, and they are in busted up shape. And you know, I have what I think, you know, is a, sorry, let me zoom back out, but I have what I think is a pretty nice car for $1,439. Yeah, this is what happens when you do all the work yourself, guys. I also painted the engine bay. I used spray cans for that, and I actually used one spray can for that. That was $4 at Walmart. It's Rust-Oleum. And yeah, the engine bay looks great. The engine looks great. I need to clean it up a little bit. The valve cover gasket was leaking a little bit. I just put some silicone over the cam caps, but it's not leaking anymore. And yeah, that's it. So I'll clean the engine up. It'll look good. I'm thinking about changing the valve cover color, but we'll see, because now I'm making this video because everyone asked about it, you know, so I'm going to let everybody know what well, I already let you know what I got into the car. But yeah, that's gonna be it. And the car is going to, right now it's running and driving and everything, but the car might be down for a week or two, because starting tomorrow I am going to start the install on the turbo kit. Now, I didn't add the turbo kit into that yet, into the cost, because the turbo kit is not on the car. Let me see. Yeah, let me show you guys. Well, the turbo kit is not on the car yet, and this is pretty much it. $1,439 for a running car. The car drives. If you guys don't remember, I took it to Import Alliance in Atlanta. I've taken the car to Charlotte last weekend. It runs great. I'm super happy with it. I can't expect any more out of it. Now, there are going to be more things that I have to do. I'm going to have to get a windshield. Now, you know, I didn't factor that into the price because I broke the windshield. I was pulling the molding off to tape everything up. And when I was pulling the molding off, I cracked the windshield. So, you know, that's something that, you know, I'm not going to really factor in because the windshield wasn't broken when I got the car. But yeah, so let me get back to what I was saying. But tomorrow I'm going to be starting on the turbo kit. I already got everything going. I didn't factor that into the $1,439. The turbo kit was only $500, but I didn't factor that into the $1,439 because I don't need a turbo kit to have a running and driving car. The car works great, you know, it doesn't need a turbo kit to run and drive. So yeah, but I'll be starting that. So for you guys who are excited about the turbo kit, you know, it's going to be coming soon. Hopefully I can, within the next week or two, I can get the turbo kit on and take it to a dyno and get it tested, tuned, and everything like that. I'm not sure how quick that's going to be because I do everything based on funds, you know, and I have a brand new car that I make payments on. So this car really isn't, it's really, it's a priority of mine, but I can only spend as much as I can spend on it. You know, I don't have a lot to spend on it because it's my fun car for the channel. I don't really daily it. I have a brand new car, so you know, yeah, funds are gonna, the turbo kit, the injectors, the ECU, all of that stuff, I already have that, so I'll put it on, but it might sit. I don't know, the dyno, you know, tuners usually charge like $400 to $500, and we'll see. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm gonna get it on at least, but it might sit for a little while until I'm ready to take it to the tuners. But guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you liked it. A lot of you guys have been asking how much do you have into the car, and I haven't really made a video on how much I have into the car yet, so I just figured I'd do that. But yeah, $1,439. Guys, I think I did great on that, and the car's in the background. I love the color. I love the way it looks. So yeah, $1,439. But guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram because I update pictures on Instagram a lot more than I do on YouTube, so you know what's going on with the car. But yeah, follow me on Instagram at 79th Productions. And guys, if you would like to help, you can purchase a t-shirt, you can purchase a vinyl decal. Anything helps. The car does need to go to the tuner, and that's gonna be the holdup on getting this car running and driving again. Once I get the turbo kit on, it's gonna be the tuner, and I gotta take it to Charlotte. So purchasing t-shirts, purchasing vinyl decals, that makes it work, and that helps things move a lot faster. So the link will be in the description for that if you want to help. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. God bless you guys.